White Hot Tavern. We are the Hooligans. What?
I'm having a private conversation.
I know, bruh. We've been here for like half an hour. Why are people talking to us now? We've got work to do, and we are nothing if not.
I was gonna tell a joke.
I was gonna find a word for like people who are hardworking, but it's so against my character that I don't think I even have a word. Like, what do they call those people? Yeah, morons. Industrious. Well, the Hooligans are nothing if not industrious.
It's not quite right. In the year of our Lord, 1806, we set sail from that sweet cove of Cork. We were sailing away with the cargo of bricks for that grand city hall in New York. 'Twas a wonderful craft, she was rigged fore and aft. How the wild winds drove over, she stood several blasts. She had 27 masts, and they called her the Irish Rover.
Did she ever return?
No, she never returned,
and her fate is still unlearned. She sailed from New York, from that sweet cove of Cork,
on a ship that never returned. There was Barney McGee from the banks of the Lee. There was Hogan from County Tyrone, and Johnny McGurk, who was scared stiff of work, and a man from Westmeath named Malone. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, and Fighting Bill Tracy from Dover, and your man McCann from the banks of the Bann was the skipper of the Irish Rover.
Did she ever return?
No, she never returned,
and her fate is still unlearned. All those seafaring men were not heard from again
on the ship that never returned. There was old Mick McCoot, who played hard on his flute when the ladies lined up for his set. For he played with such skill on his sparkling quadrille, though the dancers were blooded and bent. With his boss when he talked, he was cock of the walk, as he threw the dames under and over. They all knew at a glance when he took off his pants that he sailed on the Irish Rover.
Did she ever return?
No, she never returned,
and her fate is still unlearned. They all knew at a glance when he took off his pants
that the ship would never return. We had 1 million bags of the best Sligo rags. We had 2 million coils of rope,
a lot of rope,
and 3 million bales of old daddy goat's tails, and 4 million kilos of dope. Okay, I've got a joke, all right?
Okay.
How many tickles does it take to make a squid laugh? 10 tickles. 10 tickles. You know what? Your boos do not scare me. I know most of you are not ghosts. We had 5 million boars, 6 million horse, 7 million barrels of porter. We had 8 million sides of old blind horses' hides in the hull of the Irish Rover.
Did she ever return?
No, she never returned,
and her fate is still unlearned. I should have run and hid from that joke about squids.
On the ship that never returned. We had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out, and the ship lost its way in the fog. And the tale of a crew was reduced down to just myself and the captain's old dog.
Woof woof, bitches.
Then the ship struck a rock.
Ouch!
Lord, what a shock!
My poop deck!
The bulkhead was turned right. Oh,
and also a bunch of random tentacles for some reason.
I have seen that hentai.
Yeah. Sing this next line slowly. I need to get a shaker. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, no, I'm good now.
9 times around.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And that
oh God, I hope he lives!
Saved by a giggling squid.
Aww. Giggling squid.
Giggling. You know what? That's your new nickname. The giggling squid. I'm the last of of the Irish rover. Did she ever return? No, she never returned.
And her fate is still unlearned. They all died in the fog, except for me and the dog.
On the ship that never returned.
We floated to shore on a raft of dead horse.
On the ship that never returned. Well, the duck made it home, and then I ate that squid. On the ship that never returned. The Irish rover, fresh fish. Tentacles.
Like, it depends on the type of squid. Like, a lot of squids just have arms and not really tentacles. Octopi have the tentacles, not really.
Octopi are not squid, friend.
I know, I'm saying I think that the octopi have the tentacles and the squids just have arms.
You know what this set needed is
backwards?
a long discussion of this.
Ah, you're right.
We haven't even brought up the cuttlefish yet.
No.
Ah,
They're very good at cuddling.
they are very good at cuddling. If you like a cold, slimy cuddle. So we wrote our set list in gibberish, and I don't know what the next.
Yeah, this morning's set list you wrote in like weird slang, weird Cockney slang, and then it has degraded from Cockney slang into just baby talk.
The set list says track 2 is Shalama.
Yeah, but
Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it.
Jalema.
Okay. All right, we're gonna need you people to carry some weight here.
What do you mean, you oh, the audience, okay.
We need you to sing 3 things. In the rain, on a train. Is that backward? On a train, in the rain?
No.
Right? In the rain, on a train,
yeah.
and far away. And your cue to sing these things will be, I will just have sung them. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. You want to practice? Good, because we're on a schedule here.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy played harmonica in the pub where I was born. He played it from the nighttime to the peaceful early morn. He soothed the souls of psychos and the men who had the horn, and they all felt very happy in the morning. Now Jimmy didn't like his place in this world of ours, but the elephant man pushed on his ex when he's had too many powers. So sad to see the grieving of the people I've been leaving. He took the train to God knows in the morning. We walked him to the station in the rain. We kissed him as we put him on the train. We sang him a song for times long gone, though we knew that we'd be seeing him again. I'd like to say I must be on my way, so buy me beer and whiskey cause I'm going far away. I'd like to think I'll be returning when I can to the greatest little boozer and to Sally McLennan. Alright, that was okay shouting. That was okay shouting for a boar's head set. That is not the kind of angry shouting we expect from a White Hart audience.
Yeah.
We know you people are full of hate. We know.
I think we've spoiled them by trophies. They're like, oh, no trophy? I'm not shouting that loud. I can't be bothered if there's no trophy.
If you all shout loud enough that they can hear you at the customer service booth, I'll give you a taste of my privy water. The years went by, the times have changed, I grew to be a man. I learned to love the virtue of sweet stuff. I took the cheers and drank the beers and crawled back home at dawn, and ended up a barman in the morning. I took the hump and pulled the pump and watered whiskey down, and talked to whores and hooligans to the men who drank the brown. I heard them say that Jimmy's making money far away. Far away! Left for heaven without warning. We walked him to the station in the rain. We kissed him as we put him on the train. Sang him a song for times long gone, though we knew that we'd be seeing him again. I'd like to say I must be on my way, so buy me beer and whiskey cause I'm going far away. I think I'll be returning when I can to the greatest little boozer and to Sally McLennan. Alright, so when you shouted that time I looked a little surprised, because it was such a small improvement. You can do better. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself.
Yeah, we expected you to let us down, but you really let yourselves down more than anything else.
That's really... Alright, this is your last chance. When Jimmy came back home, he was surprised that they were gone. He asked me all the details of the train that they went on. Some people are afraid to croak, but Jimmy drank until he choked. Took the train for heaven in the morning. We walked him to the station in the rain. Kissed him as we put him on the train. We sang him a song for times long gone, though we knew that we'd be seeing him again. Sad to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer and whiskey, cause I'm going far away. I think I'll be returning when I can to the greatest little boozer and to Sally McLennan. And I to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer and whiskey, cause I'm going far away. I think I'll be returning when I can to the greatest little boozer and to Sally McLennan. To the greatest little boozer and to Sally McLennan. Alright, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Anybody who wants a drink of privy water can come up and have a drink of privy water.
Okay. You should at least tell them that you're sick before you have it. Because there are people like David who will do it.
No.
David, he has a cold. You will get sick.
It's the German
Do you still want to?
No,
okay.
don't.
All right. So before we sing our next song, we could either plug our new album, or I could talk about our coworker's heart attack.
Heart attack!
Okay, heart attack first, and then we plug the album after the next song?
Yeah.
All right.
You people are monsters.
You people are monsters. This is a 100% true story about me blatantly ignoring my friend and coworker in the midst of a heart attack. So, along with the Hooligans, John and I are also part of Renaissance Rumble, and we've got a 10:30 a.m. show. And yesterday, after the 10:30 show, our coworker and good friend Casey was not feeling so well, and was unaware that he was feeling woozy after the last wrestling match.
Let me preface this whole thing by saying Casey is fine. He is literally posting selfies from his hospital bed as we speak. He's fine.
I mean, spoiler alert. So I'm backstage and I didn't know he wasn't feeling well, and I hear someone, probably Shannon, say, we should check on Casey. And I'm standing closest to Casey, and I heard that, so I'm like, hey Casey, how you doing? And he's like, not good. And I'm like, yeah? And he goes, yeah, feel bad. I'm like, yeah, what feels bad, buddy? And he's like, everything. I'm like, shh, I feel you. It's weekend 8. Everything feels terrible. How do you feel?
I feel terrible.
Yeah. What part feels bad?
Every part of it.
There you go. Like, I was unaware that there was like an order of magnitude and that our scales were quite different. I'm like, yeah, I feel all of me is bad as well. So, yeah, I walked away. I'm like, yeah, everything good.
You know what? I clearly cared far more because I gave Casey a bottle of water and a packet of Propel.
Oh,
and
nice.
I thought that was going to straighten him right out.
No, yeah. And then like a couple hours later, we were told he was taken to the hospital. I was like, what? He was having a heart attack at the time. What feels bad, buddy? Everything. Yeah, like my arms and my chest. I'm like, oh yeah, I feel you.
Now here's the song.
I was born in a Dublin street where the royal drums did beat, and those loving English feet, they tramped all over us. And each and every night when me father'd come home tight, he'd invite the neighbors outside with this chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wives how you won medals down in Flanders. Show them how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killeshandra. Come tell us how you slew them poor Arabs 2 by 2. Like the Zulus, they had spears and bows and arrows. How you bravely faced each one behind your 16-pounder gun, and you frightened them poor natives to the marrow. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wives how you won medals down in Flanders. Show them how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killeshandra. hear you tell how you slandered great Parnell when you thought him well and truly persecuted. Where are the sneers and jeers that you bravely let us hear when our heroes of 16 were executed? Come out and black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wives how you won medals down in Flanders. Show them how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and muddy lanes of Gillishaw. And the time is here at last when each yeoman will be cut aside before us. And if there be a need, sure me kids would sing Godspeed with a verse or two of Stephen Bean's chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wives how you won medals down in Flanders. Show them how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Gillishaw. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wives how you won medals down in Flanders. Show them how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Gillishaw. Thank you. Nice whistling.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I already told my Tickles joke.
We could mention the merchandise now.
That's a good time to mention
Oh my
CDs.
goodness! Hey, look at Shannon, and she's holding our merchandise.
We have a brand new album.
Oh wow! Hey,
A brand new
Shannon.
album. It's called Every Note a Treasure because we name things literally. And boy, every single note is just, it's a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift. Every song. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Like, really, I listened to it again recently, and every song except for one on that album is really, really good. And that one other song is great.
We also have two classic albums. Classic, yeah, you like that? Two classic albums.
Yeah.
No Refunds and Insider. Insider is all ballads. It's all love songs. If you need some background music for your love making, it's perfect. Yeah, you need some background music for love making? How many? Wait, hold on. No, I just want to take an informal poll right now. How many people have made love with our album Insider playing in the background? You people are not living your best lives. No! I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that. If you don't do CDs, we have USB thumb drives that have a sample of tracks from all of our albums. We have Hooligans hats. We have pins. I think we're down to one clamor pin and one luxury awaits pin, so those are the last of those. Those are limited editions. Limited edition.
Your banter has become baby talk now too.
Well,
yeah.
That's because I'm a giant baby.
Hey!
And is that it? Have I missed anything?
Nah.
Anyway.
Nah. We've got lots of stuff. It's all great. Flag down Shannon and buy it. It supports us.
Yeah. We'll take your credit cards.
Yeah.
Home with us.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Man, your boats and leave the whale. What care we for cold again? Hot talk and drink as long as you can. The brandy's good amongst hot ale. Heave your hoe and away we'll go. Heave your hoe and away, oh, heave your hoe and away we'll go. Heave your hoe and away, oh. Wave to your lass, they're all the same. Mag and Meg and Jenny and Jane. Oh, how they laughed when we ate fish.
Squid.
Oh, how they gasped when we had name. Heave your hoe and away we'll go. Heave your hoe and away, oh. Heave your hoe and away we'll go. Heave your hoe and away. Clifford's long tails coming to the brae, oh. Sure she mun get all the cream or the milk, oh, we mun get all the whale, oh. Heave-yo-ho, and away we'll go. Heave-yo-ho, and away, yo. Heave-yo-ho, and away we'll go. Heave-yo-ho, and away, yo. What care we, wind or storm? What care we for gale, oh? Then we mun haul all the creel or the side. We'll take a drink of the whale, oh. Heave-yo-ho, and away we'll go. Heave-yo-ho, and away, yo. Heave-yo-ho, and away we'll go. Heave-yo-ho, and away, yo. Heave-yo-ho, and away we'll go. Heave-yo-ho, and away, yo. While you set that up, I will banter. I will hand this back to you. I've got a joke. Ooh. So these two Scotsmen decided to spend the day out fishing. They're out on the lake, and they're not having much luck, but they brought a bunch of beers with them, and they're drinking through the beers, and it's getting late in the day, and they're out of beers. And finally, they get a bite on the line, and they reel it in. They pull up this giant fish, and the fish is in the boat, and the fish begins to speak, and he says, please release me. I am a magical fish, and if you let me go, I will grant you any wish you want. And the Scotsman thinks about it, and he looks at his empty beer, and he looks around him, and he says, I wish that the whole lake was filled with Guinness Stout. And the fish says, your wish is granted. And he, just a little swish of the tail is how the magic fish grant wishes. They just go a little swish of the tail. And he jumps into the lake and he swims away, and then just like that, the entire lake is filled with Guinness Stout. And the second Scotsman looks at the first Scotsman and he says, great, now we'll have to piss in the boat.
Okay, I've got one before we start this next song. Because who came here for music? I don't know. So, a friend of mine, let's just call him John.
Okay, yeah. Oh my God, I got a friend called John too. Weird. Huh.
So this friend of mine, John, had hit a dry spell in his lovemaking, and it had been a couple of years, and he was pretty desperate.
Why does this sound familiar?
And he happened to be walking down the road one day, and he saw a field of sheep. And the urge overtook him, and he knew he had to satisfy himself with one of these sheep.
Dude.
So he hops the fence and he starts chasing the sheep.
Bruh.
But the sheep were reluctant.
Bruh, be cool.
The sheep were running away, and he could not catch a sheep. Luckily for him, the good Lord is looking down on him from heaven. And the Lord took pity on him. And the Lord summoned his most beautiful angel. And he said, angel, I want you to go down to earth, and I want you to help John with his, whatever his wish may be, even if it be an act of love. And the angel came down from heaven, and she showed herself to John, and she was radiantly beautiful. And she said, I am an angel come from heaven, and I am here to help you attain your wish, even if your wish is an act of love. And John said, all right, help me catch that sheep.
Look, a lot of you grown, but at least I know my league, okay? Like, right, so right, I mean, right. Some guy named John. This is a song about a time I wooed a lady. In the summer of 1353, as I sat beneath a willow tree, I decided on that day to woo a lady. So I went to the florist and I said to she, I need a flower for today I'll be a woo, 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 a lady. All hope this flower beneath her nose. It should smell as sweet as a rose. For this she said, I'd recommend a rose. For a rose-scented flower, I'd probably go with a rose. I said, that sounds like exactly what I need. I'll take one of those. I went to the tailor for to buy some clothing of the latest style, which at the time were tights and pointy boots. You know, those greenish kind of tights and those Peter Pan-y kind of boots. Really tight tights and Peter Pan-y boots to woo a lady. I said to the hairdresser, cut my hair. He said, I'll cut it like the page boys wear. A very popular look with page boys now. Just a straight line across the brow. I'll grab a ruler and some scissors and I'll do it for you right now. It's a very hot look if you're trying to woo a lady. I needed a horse, so I went to the stable. Stable man, would I be able to hire a horse from which to woo a lady? The stable man said unto me, I'll need 1 florin and 2 forms of ID. I said, I have no ID on me. Who even carries ID in 1353? I maketh not the rules, quoth he. I had a portrait made of me. I said, this is me in 1353. And to prove that I was legitimate, I had my mother make up a birth certificate. It wasn't easy because, well, she's illiterate. But I really needed it to hire this damn horse so that I could woo a lady. I got a really massive horse so that I could impress the lady. For but a penny more a day, he did upgrade me. I went from a compact pony to a mid-size. From the hilltop a lady I did view, and I knew exactly what to do. The time had come for me to woo a lady. And I went going woo, 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 woo. I am wooing you. Oh, woo, 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 woo. This is how I woo your lady. Yeah. Right. No? The lady then said unto me, sir, you can't woo me so easily. It takes more than just going woo, woo, woo to woo a lady. But I have a rose-scented rose, which they call her Rose, and I'll hold this rose beneath your nose. I got a massive horse and the finest clothes. All of these things I do to woo you, lady. She said the horse is nice and the tights are fun, but the hairdo's a little 1351. In fact, it kind of makes you look like a lady. I could have sworn as I saw you approach that you were a lady. And you know, the size of that really massive horse just sort of kind of emphasizes how much you look like a lady. And I said, yes, as I heard you the first time. Said, I'm to be married to the king. We ought to be wed this coming spring. And if you want my hand, you'll have to challenge him to the thing on the horses with the pointed things. You know, the thing they do on the horses when they try and point each other with the pointed things. I said, is that the time? I must be on my way. I'm late for a morality play. But if it's just the same to you, either way, I'll just say that I wooed you anyway. I'll just say that I wooed you, lady. Cause there's a wager in the village that says I'll never woo a lady. And I left going woo. I have just wooed you. Woo. This is how I wooed you, lady. Woo. This is how I woo a lady. All right. Thank you very much. We are the Hooligans. We will be back here at 3:30. Up next on this stage are the Natterjacks.
Oh, the Natterjacks.
So stick around for that. All right.
See you soon. Thank you very much.